I drink herbal tea, so I don't drink British tea. I'm un-British in that way. So my name is Melanie Clarke and I teach release-based dance technique and performance, and I make choreograph work on students, and I supervise students' research projects, and I also teach choreological studies, which is a movement analysis program. And I'm also a program leader for the MA, MFA Dance Leadership and Community Practice, the Graduate Certificate in Dance and the Graduate Diploma in Dance and English. I've been working at Trinity Laban for many years, but I've also worked as a professional choreographer, producing and performing in my own work, and recently I also wrote a book that was published last year called The Essential Guide to Contemporary Dance Techniques. I think it was probably a work I produced called In the Dark, which was a solo work that I made, that I performed internationally. Probably the highlight was performing the work in Tokyo. And yeah, I had 12 tour dates, I think, and it was just really exciting to perform my work all over the world to lots of different audiences. Well, I started dancing when I was a small child, and I found that it soon became really important to me. I think because maybe I was a shy child, and when I danced I felt free and I found my mode of self-expression, and it just became the thing I wanted to do. And I just kept going, and it was just always a really key direction for me. So when I found out that I could carry on studying dance, that I could do an undergraduate degree in dance, I was absolutely thrilled. And I applied to different places and I chose to come to Trinity Laban. So I did my undergraduate degree here and I loved it. It was absolutely brilliant. It was really hard work, really demanding, but wonderful. Really, really loved it. And so I was formed in a way through Trinity Laban. So when I came back here to teach, it was amazing to be part of this institution. So I teach a release-based contemporary dance technique which has a somatic basis, and it's really about awareness, really understanding yourself as an embodied person and being able to become aware of how your body speaks, the sensations of your body, how you perceive yourself and how you perceive yourself in relation to your environment. So it's a real sense of opening up your perceptual capacities, becoming aware of yourself and your environment, your interaction. And that sense of self-awareness and how that enables you to grow through experiences becomes a sort of fundamental, I think, of how I approach teaching. It's about developing your autonomy and your self-efficacy and your ability to just absorb the situation you're in, the information you're gathering, and be able to use that creatively. And I think that underpins everything I do. So as a teacher, my aim is to support individuals to understand and discover what they can discover through themselves and within themselves, and see what journeys they can take and where they can go. So the MA, MFA Dance Leadership and Community Practice is an evolution of a community course that's been part of Trinity Laban for a very long time. But it's really exciting that we've newly validated that programme as a master's programme. So it consolidates the level of critical inquiry and the ability of our students coming from the programme, and also enables students to pursue individual research in an area of community dance practice. And we know in recent years, I think there's been a lot of media coverage of how dance can support people, how dance can enable and support people in all sorts of different populations, different situations. And this is a prime moment for people to delve into community practice and to do research and start to produce evidence of how dance can really enable and support different populations. So we're really excited to be able to take that forward as part of this institution. It means the students here will work with our Learning and Participation department, gain real life work experience, have a practical hands-on learning experience, but also the ability to really promote and further community dance practice in a wide field. And then we also have the brand new graduate certificate in dance, which is a short-term intensive dance experience within the conservatoire, and it leads to a level 6 qualification, a graduate certificate. And it's for mature learners who maybe have unconventional routes into dance or come from dance practices other than contemporary but want to have an immersive experience to enhance their technical and creative practice. And I think it's a really exciting programme, short-term intensive, coming part of this institution, and it can lead to a progression route into further study, into master's study in dance, maybe for people who don't have dance as an undergraduate degree but have always kept their dance interests going. So I think that's going to be an exciting programme and a rich mix of individuals from all over the world coming for this short intensive experience at Trinity Laban. Well, the graduate certificate in dance I think is very unique because it's a short-term intensive programme for mature learners. And I think if you've been studying dance or you're trying to access dance learning as a mature learner, there's open classes you can do, but there isn't such a clearly defined route of progressive learning with a seriousness and an intensity to it that really allows to push your skills forward. Apart from this programme, it's very unique in the sector, full-time immersive, and it is for anyone who has an interest in dance and a background in movement or dance practice, but it could be from any field of dance. So we have students on the programme who have come from Polish folk dancing, who have a street dance background, who are professionally trained in Bharatanatyam but want to open and explore their creative potentials. So coming from all different walks of life, all different fields of practice, and coming together because of that desire to explore and interrogate and find out what they can do with their body and what they can do with their creative mind and see where that programme can take them. And the MA/MFA Community Practice, it's the only community practice named master's programme in the country that comes out with that title, and it really supports people to utilise dance for the benefit of others in a really high quality way. The programme's really practical orientated, it's vocational, it's about having the skills to be able to go into the profession as a practitioner and finding yourself as an artist within community practice and what directions you want to take and what drives you and what pushes you to support other people through dance practice. And it is for anyone who's interested in dance and interested in using dance for the benefit of other people. And there's a huge amount of possibilities within that field, and it's growing and developing all the time. And this programme provides the skills, the abilities and the knowledge to be able to put yourself forward as a dance practitioner, but also the skills to actually set up your own projects, to be entrepreneurial, to understand project management, to think about how you can access funding, to find support, to put your work out there and make it happen for other people.